Hey, what's up? What's going on, you guys? Today I'm going to show you how to turn your chrome wheels into a nice brush finish. So stay tuned right along as I show you how to turn your chrome wheels into brush. What's up? So as you guys can see, I have started to sand the lip, and I left the outer the center, I left the center chrome still, just to show you guys the procedure and how I'm going to do it, and how it's going to look. So I might need some help recording here soon, but I'm liking this better completely, as far as it accepting to dirt and everything. So like in here, I went with the grain, and a lot where the pitting was, I just had to go in an X, but very light, because you don't want to sand, you don't want to sand hard or anything like that. You want to sand very light. So we're gonna get our sandpaper here and show you that you don't have to be scared. I've tried 1,000. I had to work my way. I started with 1,000 grit. Then I had to work my way down all the way to about 400. 400 grit seems okay, but I had to go a little lower just for the desired look that I was wanting. So nothing lower, like past 100 or 150 or 180. You definitely don't want 180 grit. So alright, so let me show you guys. Okay guys, so you just want to make sure you just wipe down your surface and stuff, get away any little grit grime. So I'm basically going with 220 grit here. This is what I've been working with, and I'm just going to show you the method that I did in the method that I am doing. So I'm just some regular old sandpaper you use for a sanding disc that I had laying around, and what I'm going to do is, bear with me with the camera because I have to go at an angle. You can see I need some air there. So what I'm gonna do is go at an angle. Some people don't like to stop the motion, but for me it isn't really of a difference. I see what people are saying when you stop the way you know how I'm kind of doing, but I don't know, maybe it's all technique, because now I've seen the video on here, a guy doing it, and it looked kind of good, but he was using a Scotch pad, or however you guys want to call those pads, and those are okay, but it doesn't effectively give it that, for rims, I don't know, it doesn't give it that look. And as you can see, let me see if I can get you guys the camera. Okay, these little spots, those are still, it still needs sanding. So excuse me. So as you sand, you can see actually the chrome removing, and you can also sand too low. So be cautious of that, sanding too low. You don't have to apply that much pressure. It is time consuming, but I'm surprised I'm able to do this with one hand. But it's constantly blowing, getting rid of any little sand, dust that's being created. So as you can see, like here, okay, so it's still shiny. I don't know if the camera's picking up on that, but let's see if we can work that area. Sorry guys, a bunch of as you can see, it's still shiny. down here is good. So, bear with me. I'm gonna get up off the ground. And then you can also see orange peeling in there. Let's see, I don't know if the camera, if you can see the orange peeling. So, I definitely see that. That was a bee. Definitely see that. Let's get that out of there. Sand in here, in this area. Okay. So, and then what I do is I'll bump it up. I'll eventually bump it up to get it fine, so there isn't a lot of scratches. Like now, there isn't a lot of scratches. You know, you got one there. I don't even think that's from me. But as far, you can see how smooth it is though. And in live, standing here, it's not ridiculous. This is 220 grit. So what I've even tried 400 grit. 400 grit isn't, I don't recommend it. You'll be all day with 400 grit. So 400 is a little too fine, but 220 is maybe even you can do with 280. I just didn't happen to have any 280 laying around. So guys, I'm not going to show you guys all of this process on the rim. I'm just going to show you guys what I'm doing and how I'm doing it, and then I'll show you guys the after product. Okay, so back on topic here. So you see this little pitting you got going on there. You even got some here in the corners. This rim isn't really that bad. So anyway, so this is how I take care of those. I just go ahead and like I would be sanding body filler, I just go on an X with it. Okay, and then now you see it's, you know, it's desirable, you know. So let me blow it off right quick for you guys. Okay, so this would be my next step, getting in here doing this. Now I don't want it all the way brushed, the whole rim brush, so I'm not doing the whole rim. But as you can see, I'm still going with the flow, the grain. And you can get in here and sand it how you want to. But I feel like it'll look crazy or tacky. Now you have to be careful with the pressure that you apply. Now you see how I'm sanding? I'm not sanding with the grain. I want to show you guys everything that I did with mine. Okay, so what I find in the inner lip is that you have to sand it like this. A lot of people, you know, you have to sand it like this. To get the desirable finished look. Okay, so now you can see all the little scratches, and it's not with the grain, and you see with the grain scratches. So now let's get this back, and then you see some here. So let's get this back nicely how it should be. Remember, I told you constantly blow onto your surface. Now we got a scratch there. I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but we're gonna get that out of there. And she's leaving. Okay, and then what I'll do is flip this over. Okay, and remember, you do not want to sand hard. You do not want that. You'll go too deep, and you don't want that. So, sand appropriate, and as you can see in there, it's all good. Now I am saying I'm doing the whole rim. I'm doing the whole rim. I don't have caps, but I plan on making some caps for it. There's not a lot of YouTube videos on that as well, so I plan on doing that for you guys. Sorry, this camera. I kind of wish I had two people. Okay. So as you see, it's going up, and slowly. You can tell from where I'm sanding and where it's still chrome. So alright, let me get this wheel together and then we'll be back to show you guys how it looks. Okay guys, so I'm about to go ahead and move the truck forward, but we got up in there, sanded that down, went with the grain on that. Still got to do a little sanding on it, and also what you do is now you can see a little bit of the fine scratches. So the scratches that you do see, you go up in your grit grade. So I'm at 220, I can go up to 280, then go up to 3, but at that point it's fine sanding because the job there is already done. It's just smoothing it on out. And another I don't even really have to go and up my grade. I can just I have already got it drying out right now, but the pad, the Scotch pad or whatever, you can use that and that'll smoothen it out. But using that to remove the chrome, I don't recommend, because it won't give you this type of finish. And there you have it. So I'll sand it down. This isn't the final product, but yeah, it's not a scratch. It's the reflection giving off. But yeah. So I'm liking it. I like it way better. And I'm also doing a little of the lip too as well, or whatever you call this part. And then down here you see it's not done yet, but let's get a comparison to that. Yep, you can see it here, the comparison. A lot duller. Yep. And here's just over on the driver's side that I've done yesterday. It's got a little dirt on them and stuff. Got some dirt up in there. Some mud. But yeah, I like it way better than chrome. And then I'll just have to do the center with the pad, because the sandpaper, I don't recommend you doing the center with the sandpaper, just because of how sandpaper is, and it's not able to flex and just go inside these grooves the way it should. Yeah, I don't recommend you doing it with the sandpaper. So that's why you don't see me in the video doing this part of the rim with the sandpaper. I'm actually doing it with just a regular old, you know, not the Brillo patch stuff you use for dishes. I mean, it kind of is, but I'll go get it. Hang on. Okay, guys, so this is what you want to be using, and I'll just give you an example somewhere. I'll give you an example here. Okay, I really don't want to because I'm not ready to do this, but you guys get it first. So basically, I'll do it here. Okay, and you see that? So that's what you want. Okay, so that's what it's gonna do, is make all that. Now you really don't even see me, you know, you don't see my shirt, but here you can see me. And now you can't. So basically with this is good to clean it. I would clean it on each rim that you do after you do, because of the dust and the particles. I guess it clogs it to where the fibers aren't no longer able to, you know, scuff it up like, you know, desired. So the green one is not good to use. Those are good for like you know, household chrome stuff, you know, but as far as the car rim chrome, I don't recommend it, because it just, and then this is what I can use to go ahead and polish out the scratches if I want to. But what I'll do is bump it up, bump mines up, because I went to 220, so I'll just bump it up to 280 at least, and then it'll be good. Let me dust this out. But yeah, I'm not ready to do this yet, so I'm gonna wait. But I don't, once it's done, it's gonna look badass. It's gonna make the truck look whole, entirely different. It's not gonna give it that chrome feel. I don't feel like the chrome feel is for what I'm trying to achieve on this truck. So yeah, so the $200 rims are now gonna be brushed, which is a lot better. And again, I'm gonna make those caps, so I'll have a video on me making the caps, and you guys will get to see that. But this video is just for people who want to be able to, you know, just basic cheap wheels that you don't want to paint them black, you don't want to paint them white, you don't want to paint them red, you just want to do something cool that's still today's fashion. Chrome, I don't feel like it's today anymore. I feel like this is now the new look, and for me to be able to achieve the desirable look that I'm looking for is still awesome. So again, there were some videos on here that was helpful for me, but again, I kind of prefer to do my own, the way how I feel like this came out a little bit better than the ones that I've seen, making brush wheels. So if you, again, you don't even have to take the rim off the truck if you have a designable wheel where you can just go to work and finish. Other wheels, rims, you don't have that where you can do that, so you might have to take your wheel off and just work at it. And like I said, you're gonna go through a lot of these. You might pass some of them to wash them, and then stick them outside in the sun and then reuse them. You can do it, you can do that. So remember, you don't need, you know, this kind of sandpaper. Just remember that you do need at least 220 to 280 grit, I recommend. 380 is good too as well. 320 is good. Just nothing below that though. Then you're creating damage, and you're just gonna cut the wheel to where it's not gonna even look good of a finish. So if you create some scratches, again, that's fine. You can always sand out scratches. So just be cue to that. Other than that, I'm sorry guys, I'm just trying to think and just make sure that I got everything covered in this video. Again, I'm going to do this center, so next time you guys, maybe you might see the update. You might just see me messing around with the truck or doing something. I probably won't make an update on the wheels unless the one that asks about an update. But other than that, if you guys want to see the center, just let me know, and then I'll show you guys the center look as well. But I started just on one of these rims that's in my house, and I kind of liked it, so that's why I just went on and did all. It was a little too late to turn back once you start doing this to a rim, so unless you get them re-chromed or re-dipped. So to me, hey, whatever, it's not worth all that. So they're still nice looking rims, but I just want them to look nicer for my desirable look that I'm trying to achieve. So yeah guys, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, share, subscribe, do whatever you want to do, and see you guys soon.